Hello everyone and welcome back to TradeSmart. Today we are going to test a strategy requested by you in the comment section. I checked out the recommended video for this strategy and found out that the original strategy is the simple and profitable Forex Scalping strategy from Forex Signals TV. With that said, let's get into the strategy. For this strategy we are going to use two different time frames. The first one is going to be the 5-minute and the second one is going to be the 1 hour. The 1 hour is going to be used to define the main trend, and the 5-minute is to get our entry and exit points. So for the 5-minute you will need 3 different EMAs, and for the 1 hour you will need 2 different EMAs. As always, you can find exponential moving averages by typing in exponential moving average. So the first EMA is going to be set to 21 length, and I colored it green. The second one is going to be 13, and I colored it blue. And the third one is going to be an 8, and I colored it white. So on the 1 hour we have the 8 exponential moving average colored in pink, and we have the 21 colored in purple. And now let's see the rules. So first you're going to go on the 1 hour time frame and check what's your main trend. You're going to do that by looking for the EMAs. So if you have the 8-period EMA above the 21, that means we are in an uptrend. If you have the 21 above the 8, that means we are in a downtrend. Once you know your trend, go over to the 5-minute. On the 5-minute, we need to see when the price pulls back into one of the EMAs, which you can see right here. So that's going to be our trigger candle. Now you need to count back 5 candles from the trigger candle. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and look for where was the highest point of those 5 candles. As you can see, on this candle we hit the highest point. Now you need to use your date and price range tool, and you're going to put that to the highest point. Count upwards 3 pips right there, and that is going to be your entry point. Now we need to identify what is going to be our stop loss. So for the stop loss, you go back to the trigger candle. You are going to use again the date and price range tool, and you are going to target 3 pips below the lowest point of the trigger candle. And now you had your risk set. For the first take profit target, we are targeting 1 to 1. And as you can see, we hit that target there. Now what you're going to do is take off 50% of the position and let the rest ride. With the rest, you are going to move your stop loss to break even, and we are targeting 2 to 1 risk to reward ratio. As you can see, we did not hit the second take profit target, but because of we did hit the first one, we have made some profit. Now let's go and look at a short example. As you can see here, if you look onto the 1 hour time frame, we entered into a downtrend. Now what you need to do is basically the same thing, just doing the opposite. First, you need to see the price going away from the 3 EMAs and then pulling back into the 3 EMAs. Once you have a candle that pulls back into the 3 EMAs, that is going to be your trigger candle. After you identified your trigger candle, you're going to count 5 candles back. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And you're going to place your entry point 3 pips under the lowest point of those 5 candles. So use again the date and price range tool. Click onto the lowest point and count down 3 pips. That is going to be your entry point. For the stop loss, you are going to place it just 3 pips above the trigger candle. So let's count 3 pips. And it's going to be right there. And now we're targeting 1 to 1 risk to reward ratio, which we hit right there. Now what you need to do is remove 50% of the position, move your stop loss to break even, and target 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio. As you can see, we missed the second take profit, but we hit the first one, so we made some profits. Basically, that is the strategy. Before we go on to the 100 backtests, we're going to do one more thing. We are converting the 1 hour EMAs into the 5-minute, so it's much easier to use and backtest. To do that, you are going to think about how many 5-minute candles does a 1 hour time frame has. You are going to divide 60 by 5, which will give you 12. To convert all the 1 hour EMAs, you are going to multiply the 1 hour EMAs by 12, and that will give you the 5-minute representation of those. So the 8-period EMA multiplied by 12 is going to give you 96. You're going to put that up onto your 5-minute chart. As you can see, it's here. And you're going to do the same with the 21. 21 multiplied by 12 is going to be 252. And that's going to represent the 21 EMA on the 1 hour. So as you can see, this is going to be our 8th period on the 1 hour. It's going to be the 21 period on the 1 hour. And now we can go back to the normal view. As you can see, we can use all the EMAs on one chart. For this strategy, I had to add a few additional rules because some situations weren't mentioned in the original video. I am not going to go over one by one, but if you want to backtest this strategy by yourself, make sure to read these rules carefully so you will have a fully objective trading strategy. If you like my videos, don't forget to like, subscribe and hit the notification bell to get notified when I upload the next video. Comment down below what strategy should I test next or any tips you have. And with that said, let's get into the 100 backtests. And the results are in. After 100 trades on the Euro-USD pair on the 5-minute time frame, with a 1-to-1 base plus 1-to-2 secondary target risk-to-reward ratio, we got 57 winners and 43 losers. The gain on the account was 14.5%, most losers in a row was 4, most winners in a row was 6, time took to complete the 100 trades was 41 days. I checked a few different take profit options and the best one was targeting 1-to-2 risk to reward from the entry and not using break-even stop loss. The method gave us 26% gain on the account without fees, risking 1% per trade. If you risk 2% per trade, we would get 52% gain on the account, which is pretty good. If we take a look at the account balance growth, we can see a steady rise without any drastic pullback. While backtesting this strategy, I saw that it can avoid ranging markets very well. With some improvement, this strategy can become a great one, so we'll be optimizing this one for even better results later on this channel. That wraps up today's video. Thank you for watching. If you like my videos, don't forget to drop a like, subscribe, hit the notification bell and comment down below if you have any questions, ideas, tips or tricks. See you in the next video.